And we're live.
Yes, live. We are live. I know it's past 6:30. It's 7 o'clock. We knew we had stuff we had to get done tonight because it is business after 5 night. And so I was at the curling club and drove here very quickly. None of the St. Thomas were on the route, so I made it okay.
Fantastic. Now, I wasn't able to make it out of the curling club. How was it?
Busy. It was packed. Peter Inch, of course, famous St. Thomasite.
St. Thomasonian.
Last Steve, what are we called? But has restarted Peter Inch and Sons, heating and cooling. And he's been such a curler in his lifetime, right? We talked a lot about the Briar and what expansions and changes might happen at the curling club in the next little while. So the place is full of curlers and small businessmen. And I've got to say to Paul Jenkins, shout out. I hope you're watching tonight, Paul. Hope you got home in time to turn it on. The Chamber of Commerce is growing at a really rapid pace. Now, that has something to do with the growth of St. Thomas and new business enterprise in St. Thomas, but smart, good-looking businesses joining the Chamber of Commerce and being active at things like Business After 5 and wanting to meet other businesses. It's a great way for social service agencies and businesses to work well together. And when we get a place like the curling club that has rental facilities and great team building exercises, it's great to have. The December Business After 5 grade is at Queso. And the chair of the chamber tonight said to me, and we're going about an hour later. Why don't you do Mayor's Update there for an hour after Business After 5? So sounds like it'll work for us, right? We've got Christmas everywhere, so we'll do it. Yeah.
Yep. And I think Royal Oak's sponsoring that one, and they always do a phenomenal job.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
hey, you've been just so busy, I can barely reach you, and I'm the mayor. Okay, so when I can't find you, you're busy. Right?
Yeah, no, it's been good. It's been fantastic. I was up in Toronto on the weekend doing the animation festival, the Toronto Animation Festival. I got to meet the two directors of the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anyone from my era, of course, growing up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't know who these people were, but yeah. Look,
yeah.
I had kids that were into Ninja Turtles, so I understand some of it. I know who Donatello is, and right. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so very cool. So yeah, up there getting all the photos done, and then back here working on some other conferences and stuff, and it's crazy. We've got, speaking of that, we've got Golden Hammers coming up on November 24th.
Oh, I mean, you want to get golden hammered. No, you're right. Next Thursday is the awards to our builders and our renovators, right? It's the local home builders awards. No, I will be there. It's right now with the election having happened and Christmas coming up, I think it's a lot like your house. Stephanie and my conversations are, what nights will you be home this week? Right?
Yeah.
And what can we grab together to do, some of those things we have to do. So it's a fun time of year, and I'm glad we really haven't had any bad weather yet. This is it's been threatened, and I guess London got 2 or 3 inches of snow today. Good on them. It's probably much prettier with that much snow. St. Thomas, we're okay without.
Absolutely. We've got some really cool winter events coming up. We have the tree lighting coming up on Friday.
I'm looking out the window at the mayor's office, and that's where the tree is. I've never watched the tree lighting from here, from this spot, because it's more fun down on the ground, and we can sing Christmas carols and have hot chocolate and meet Santa Claus. Santa Claus coming on a fire truck to the tree lighting. I think Santa's arriving around 5:30.
Yep. And
we've got carols and other stuff, and the kids get to meet Santa. and we'll turn the tree lights on about 6 o'clock, and lots of people downtown. With the weather we're supposed to have, it will be a crisp fall evening, but it'll be just right. Hi, Margaret. And
Hey,
so
Margaret.
that's Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to get up fairly early Saturday morning. Why do we have to get up early Saturday morning?
We've got the Horton Christmas Market, and if you
Yes.
haven't been to that, it's absolutely fantastic. So many vendors, they're packed. They're trying to fit people
There's
in.
80 vendors at the Christmas market. 80 vendors at the Christmas market. I can get some of my Christmas shopping done because, like most years, it's now getting late in November and I really haven't done much.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you're going to buy local, no better than being at the Christmas market. I'm looking for my favorite pecan company,
Mm-hmm.
and they won't last till Christmas, but I'll buy pretending they're for Christmas. Right? And then I hear there's even roasted chestnuts out there on Saturday. And how about a new calendar release that happens on Saturday?
That's right, for the In Out of the Cold.
Yes.
It's going to
It's
be,
a razor for In Out of the Cold. Some of us are, I've never been in a pinup calendar before, so I just want to warn all not to stare directly at the picture of the mayor. Dressed as a historical figure from the 50s or so, and there's a comparison for each of the photos. Looking forward to seeing it.
oh, it's going to be so cool. So I've picked up a bunch of them to sell off to my friends and family, or just give away. I think we'll give away some on the show as
And I
well.
think I'll do the same thing. Sell them off to my friends and or to my family, and give away a bunch to my friends. So, any family watching tonight? No.
So
We can always use a calendar. I mean,
mhm,
be great, right? So
absolutely. And what is a local focus?
Yeah, perfect. And on top of that, there's another great calendar out right now too, the K9 calendar from the police department.
Yes.
Um, I'm going to say some of the pictures are a little better in our calendar. No, not making fun of the dogs at all. No, because they can track us down.
Yep. And next up on Saturday, we've got the Christmas Parade, which is a Caribbean theme.
A Caribbean beach party theme. I mean, I have a great Caribbean shirt and some lights that can go on my Tilly hat, so I can pretend I'm on the beach. Still some argument at home about the Speedo or not, so we'll see what the weather's like.
I'm very excited to see this.
Yeah.
This is going to be a highlight for many of the denizens of St. Thomas.
Well, it'll be
sure.
fun. You know what? It's a highlight regardless because we've had a couple of years without a parade, and it's my understanding the optimists have gone full out and overboard on a great parade for 2022. So let's see what we have. I guess I get to I usually get to judge the floats beforehand too.
Right
so I
on.
get to the parade site pretty early. I think I got to leave Horton Market early to get to the parade site, and then walk in the parade or ride in the parade. I'm still working on the riding part, but fun night, fun day for all, right? So there's Margaret says, look for her Scouting Youth float. There are some great floats going on out there, and with a theme like Caribbean or Caribbean.
I don't know.
Either one. Yeah. Caribbean beach party. And how well people, best theme. I'm looking for what we might have. Palm trees and grass skirts. Grass skirts really are Caribbean. So anyway.
Well, we're going to have fun with it.
All of the festivities. Maybe a quick little rest on Saturday night and get up early Sunday and head for church, and have a restful day on Sunday. By the time we get to Monday, we have the inauguration of the new council.
Yes.
On Monday night. So.
But on Sunday, there's also the sock hop over at the Whiskey Rocks from 1 to 6 p.m.
There's still events going on. Look, I'm going to give my friend and new councilor Rose Gibson a little plug on the sock hop. It's if you can still do the twist, get on out to the sock hop. It's supposed to be a great deal of fun at the at Whiskey Rocks. Am I right?
Yep, that's right. Yep, just across from Legends.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, that's the main events. And I also want to mention Sarah Coleman messaged me, and she does a Secret Santa project that she
Yes.
organizes that's anonymous. So you can anonymously apply to be a part of the Secret Santa project, and there are donors who are donating to the Secret Santa, and they will provide a full Christmas for any family that just needs a little help.
And and it's kind of a surprise to them.
Hmm.
It is a Secret Santa type thing. I believe we had Sarah on. I bet it's 3 years ago on Mayor's Update to do this. And so look at this is the time of year where people maybe need to watch how they spend their money too. Maybe we
Hmm.
should talk Sarah into coming on to Mayor's Update to
Absolutely.
help people with their spending, but to really talk about the Secret Santa program that you can do to help people in our community. There's a pile of need out there, folks, and we're not kidding. Whether it's helping with Into the Cold or the Christmas Care Food Bank or the Christmas Care program that's happening this time of year, and what Sarah does with Secret Santa and 100 others, right? That could always use your help, whether it's just plain straight financial or donation of coats. I know the YW is working on a program right now on donation of coats, and they also
Hmm.
have the Raise the Roof program at the YWCA. And all of these things are great things to give to in this season, right? And we'll have more to talk about. I was talking to the police chief today. You remember last year they did a go shopping with the cop, where they took kids
Yes.
out and shopped with the cop. Doing it again this year, and so more details on how to get involved in that and how to help that program out too. But it builds a lot of great relationship between our police services and youth in our community. So it's a great thing to do.
Absolutely. And speaking of great things in our community, Boxcar Donuts, they just gave a heads up.
Yeah.
Their opening date has changed. It was going to be this Saturday, and I know a lot of people are excited for it. So just a heads up that it's changed to the 26th of November.
And I'll tell you, there's a number of restaurants under construction right now opening in our community, and some have got open. Some have taken a couple years to get ready. Um, no, no, I'm just kidding. But there's some real supply chain and construction
Yeah.
issues right now in all building projects. And so I saw the first wall went up today on the child care center on St. Catherine Street. And we've been really working hard trying to get that one done. So
Hmm.
glad that Boxcar Donuts let us know. It's a old familiar site to me,
Hmm.
right, where they're going. And I was in the B&L Jewelers the other day,
Yeah.
picking up and looking at jewelry for a special girl in my life, and noticed that that's where Boxcar was going. So they're saying the 26th of November now. Okay. And they will be really busy when they first open. So give them a chance to really sort out their lives. Give them a soft opening and
Hmm.
let them go.
And they should have a lot of parking there too, which would be nice.
Well, it is a parking lot, but it will be full, and so with the running in, great. Look, new businesses in this community and strong, great businesses in this community, ones that people are talking about. We can't go wrong when that happens, right? So, good idea. And we've
Totally.
heard nothing but some good things about most of the new businesses in our community. So, moving forward, great customer relations, great customer service, and fantastic products that we didn't have before. So,
Hey, speaking of customer service, there was a
yes.
pothole that was filled in.
Well, what did we say last week? Right? If you've got something you'd like the city to work on, why don't you
Hmm.
call customer service? So one day, 2 or 3 days ago, somebody put a picture up on Facebook. Hey, Mayor Joe, why is this? It's in one of the construction zones, but why is this
Hmm.
pothole? I said, well, I'll follow up on your customer service request tomorrow morning,
Hmm.
and did. The next morning, called customers, said, did this person put in a customer service request? Yes, they had. What's the result? Filled in by noon.
Amazing.
Right.
So
So
it works. The system works.
exactly how it's supposed to. And won't always be perfect. My street
Hmm.
didn't get plowed. Fine, put it in. Let us know at least so
Hmm.
that we can follow up after and say, did it get done? Right. This also on the 15th of November, we moved into parking.
Mm-hmm.
Restricted
Yes.
parking, overnight parking on our roads. Um, you'll need to put your car in your driveway, uh, and that makes it so that there's some restrictions on who can be on the roads, and second,
Mm-hmm.
snowplows when needed and salters and sanders will be able to do so. We'll be able to get out and do the roads. So that's why we start November 15th and it goes all the way through to March. So uh, watch where you're parking. And there was a number of people ticketed on the first night.
Oh
And I'm not
no.
sure if we didn't, we gave got lots of warning.
Mm-hmm.
What else have
I'm
we
just
got? We're all
I'm
the
just
way,
looking on what's that?
yeah, we were through we're up to the inaugural council meeting on Monday night. It'll
Mm-hmm.
be a short meeting of just swearing in the council members and a quick speech by the mayor and swearing each of the members including the two new members. And that happens Monday night. The following Monday, we're into full business and got
Mm-hmm.
lots to do with the budget to start with. So this council is moving forward on each of those things and pretty quickly.
Right. And then you've also got the reminder for appointment of committees from the city.
Yes, if you would like to serve on one of our committees, and we've asked almost everybody we can, including all of those people who ran for a council spot or a mayor spot in our city, please put your name forward. Stay active. Please, you wanted to serve the community. Please help us by serving the community on one of our committees, and we've got a number of them. You can go on our website and look for a community committee appointments and decide which ones you want to apply for. Please get your applications in so that this council can pick great committees to help us run our city.
Mm-hmm. Just pulling all that stuff up there. And then we had a Remembrance Day service, which went off very well.
Wow, it was really well attended. And, I always worry we've got some, older veterans out there in the rain, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, we've seen way worse weather on Remembrance Day than what we saw this past Thursday or this past Friday. So it went very well. I was very pleased with how organized the session was. How many people attended, even though the weather was a bit inclement, and can't ask for more on those that served our country in the way that our veterans have for us to go out and say thank you. So it worked again. It was a thank you to the Legion
Mm-hmm.
and all the
Absolutely.
work they put into that.
Another one we've got is the 100 People Who Care event on November 29th. And
Coming
they've,
up quick, isn't it?
I know,
Yeah.
right? Everything's flying up. So they've got that. And for anyone who doesn't know, that's run by the Community Foundation.
Yes.
And they take $100 from various individuals. And they've
Right.
already reached their $10,000 goal to give to one charity.
So it'll be a
And
little over 10,000. Right.
they're over now, and they're trying to
Yeah.
get up to
Yeah.
another 5,000 to give to a second charity. And believe they have 7 charities in the running, and they all present on the
Yeah.
29th.
It's a neat night, and I've been involved as one of the donors for each of the 100 people who care, because I think a lot more people than 100 care in our community. So I think we can get more done. But and each of the I want to say not-for-profit charities or social groups in our community that are picked to come present. You say there's 7
Mm-hmm.
come and protect, and then those of us that have donated get to pick. We all get one vote for our $100. And I think last year Indwell won a fairly
Mm-hmm.
won the 10,000 or the biggest award, and in years past we've seen presentations, whether it's from the YMCA or the YWCA or a lot of our different charity groups, Big Brothers Big Sisters, I'm sure, and
Mm-hmm.
and it is a fun night to hear what some of these great organizations do or what they would do if they had a windfall of a $10,000 prize. So if you haven't called up
The Charity Foundation.
yeah, yes, the community foundation.
Community Foundation.
Up with the word community. Can you imagine?
I know it's so long. It's like the St. Thomas Community Foundation. I always get thrown by it every time. I don't know why.
So the community foundation, and you want to still be one of the 100 people who cares. Maybe you can be one of the 150 people who cares, and we'll do even bigger in our community. And that's what St. Thomas does anyway. Let's just do it a little better. Move forward.
Mm-hmm. The Elgin St. Thomas Community Foundation. I just looked up to make sure I got the name exactly right.
Great. So give them a touch if you want to also play, because it's a great thing to do, and it's a great night, and you hear fantastic plans for what could happen if the money goes to the right organization, and a large gift is given. So perfect. That's the 29th. Mark it down, Joe.
And I should mention too, I'm doing a free photo booth that's sponsored by Start.ca on the weekend at the Horton Market.
At the Horton Market. So,
and yeah, they purchased a sleigh. So they're painting it green, and then families can come and get their pictures. Yeah.
Right. That's the right color. So, right. I met someone from Start.ca at the Chamber of Commerce event tonight. And Start.ca, I think, is going to be an integral part of helping this community a lot with projects and such. So please come on out. So I take a small donation. I could have my picture taken in the sleigh.
It's free.
Or pulling the sleigh.
Fully free. They're funding the whole thing.
Excellent. What a great thing at the Christmas market. I think I got to get up really early, or I'm going to have to park. Come to City Hall and walk over, I guess. Downtown's going to be busy on Saturday.
That's going to be packed.
Great thing. Okay. So if I do walk, I could stop in at Streamliners and then go out the back door and I'm at Horton Market. So that would work too, right? Yeah.
Yep, it's totally perfect. And I'm just trying to think of a question. What should we ask for trivia this week?
What did we? I think we asked last week, how many employees does the city of St. Thomas have? Did we get an answer?
No, we didn't. Well,
let's ask it again, because the mayor would like to know how many people we employ. No, I've got a pretty good idea. So, and Tony Bendel finally joined us. And we're a little late, Tony. We didn't start till late tonight, so it's great to have you here tonight too. Okay? All right. So going into next week, what else is there? Boy, we've just been doing nothing but, hey, has anybody got any city questions? By all means, you don't have to always put them through customer service. You can come on Mayor's Update on Wednesday nights, and I'll help you with it too, right? But please, we're looking for questions about what's happening in our community, how our community is growing, any questions you have. But certainly, if you've got events that you want us to talk about this week,
fire us a message on Facebook. I'll add it to the roster, and I'll share it out with everybody.
Yeah, please.
All right. Well, and if we don't get the answer to this trivia question this week, we'll roll it over to next week.
Oh no, we'll just keep rolling them over. We have great prizes this month. We still have a $50 Wendy's gift certificate. We have a great oil painting from Grayden Lang. And somebody gave us a sweatshirt too. Didn't Caps Off give us a sweatshirt?
That was from Clarity Solutions.
Oh yes, when we did right. Clarity did. What a great show that was out at Scott's office last week.
So good.
We need to go back and visit there too. So right, I'm glad he said yes, we could. But
and if anyone else is watching and you want us to come and do a show live from your place, just let us know.
If you have a place of business that we could do it from, right, or a charity, someplace we could come do our show from, and do even some live questions from the audience. We could do that if that works too, right? That throws Grayden off, but I'm fairly good on my feet. So
that's why you handle those ones.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
Lack of questions tonight, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's a festive mood out there. There's not many questions coming in from the public this week, but it's already getting near 7:30, and this time of year, I know I shared with all that in the summer I sometimes sit at home praying for it to get dark so that I could actually go to bed. This time of year is just fine. When the mayor's day is over, I can actually go to bed. What time is the tree lighting? Well, Santa's coming at 5:30 on a fire truck, provided there is no emergency that requires our fire truck to be somewhere else. But we'll get Santa here at 5:30. And so I think the event is really a 5:30 till like a 6:30, 7 o'clock event. Is that about right, Grayden? I think that's pretty much it. There's some hot chocolate, and there's lots of singing and Christmas carols, and right.
Hot chocolate, free cookies. Usually we get thousands of people out every year for the tree lighting. So it's just another fantastic event that we hold in our city.
Tony's got a great question, but I bet almost everybody can guess what the answer is. Right?
And the question is, now with the cold weather is setting in, we can face the dilemma of water main breaks. If anyone sees water up from underground at night, who should they call? We had this last year on Confed, and it ran for hours, flooded a lot up here.
Right. Guess what? You call customer service. And in off hours and emergency times, it can go all the way over to the fire department too. That's your best bet, is use 519-631-1680 and hit extension 0. Or if you're online, use customer service at ST.Thomas.ca, right? Or customer service, go to www.stthomas.ca and go to the customer service side and fill it in then. Both of those online ones may not be seen to the next morning. So I would suggest you use the phone method. Even if City Hall is closed, there's a routing for that phone to make it happen. So don't call the fire department, call customer service, right? And it should route through the fire department if it's an emergency of that type. So, and they have all the emergency numbers to go ahead and reach out to the city works people who are on staff to handle emergencies, and they'll get out and do their best to stop. There's nothing like the mess that a broken water main can cause in a minus 20-degree night, because the water comes up and just freezes for miles around, and it takes a lot of salt and chipping to get that back to normal. So yes, please use our customer service line, and make it happen. That's the best. Okay?
All right. And Deb's saying 400 employees. Is that anywhere near?
Yeah, it's at least that. I think it's a little more.
All right. And Deb, I have a set of coasters that you won from Caps Off. Fire me a message and let me know how I can get those coasters to you in the previous trivias.
We get 2 prizes to her at once. That's
Absolutely more efficient. I love it.
This Mayor's update. We got a real problem. We got prizes we just haven't given away yet. What a terrible job we do at giving away our prizes. Tony,
All right.
You for that question, because that one there, now everybody's hurt. That's a good idea, right? So, what other burger for a year?
Burgers for a year.
Yes, Andrew. We actually have that as one of our things, right? As one of our giveaways, but that usually goes to a really large charity auction or something, so that we can do it that way. But we give a $50 Wendy's gift certificate. You could take Andrew. You could take all your friends. Well, Andrew would have to have friends if he was going to take them. Hey, Andrew, what else is coming up soon with involving golfing in the mall?
Yes, I hear there's a mini golf, and they just named their mascot.
Yes, yeah. So we want to give a little shout out to Andrew Buttigieg and his father, and they're opening the mini golf December 2nd in the mall. What? Wow! Wait a second. I could take Stephanie Christmas shopping at the Elgin Center and not have to go in a store. I could just hang out and do mini golf, right?
I can't wait for it to open. I love mini golf, and we used to have so many mini golfs here, and they all closed. Right. So I'm going to be there by myself, just mini golfing, just for like relaxation purposes. It's going to be fantastic. I'll also take my nieces.
Come by my place. Yeah, and we'll take some pictures. We'll pretend we're actually officially doing something. Right? But we'll play mini golf for most of the day. I think this is perfect. Right?
This is a great plan. Yeah. And Tony Bendel says he loves prizes. Well, Tony, get on the trivia bandwagon. Get your answers in. We'll get you onto the list for the raffle at the end of the month.
Yes.
Oh, Andrew's saying you had some practice at the Railway City Arts and Music Festival.
I did. That was like the hottest day of the year. I
Yeah.
was, and they asked me, would you go judge the old cars,
Mm-hmm.
the historic cars? I said, sure, but I kind of made my way from bit of shade to bit of shade, and then ended up back at the air show booth where they were doing this golf, and Andrew was there. But it was, I I was so hot and tired, I could barely putt. Right, putting is usually a good part of my game. But thank you for reminding me that, Andrew. Andrew, and thank you for reminding me the great other work you do in this community and things like air show and of course with our local radio station too. So thanks.
Absolutely.
But looking forward to indoor golf in the winter. That'll be fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, I should run along. I gotta get back to work now.
Yeah, you've got real work. My day will now end when we finish Mayor's Update.
So lucky.
So
I love it.
I'm going to say that Deb was close enough at 400 for
All right.
us to put her on the list. Okay?
I'll put her on the list. Love
I think maybe now we may have grown from about 400 to maybe 500 or 600 employees in the city of St. Thomas, depending if you're counting the part-time student hires for the summer in our parks department and our rec department. So we're just going to say yes. And tomorrow morning, the mayor's going to look up how many employees do we have. I know what the budget is, so take a look.
Yep, and you're going to be deep in that pretty soon.
And Tony's challenging the two of us to a mini golf game where the loser pays for lunch at Wendy's.
I'm in.
Yeah, okay, but how's this special for me? I mean, I go to Wendy's most days, right? And it's fun to see the people and to meet everybody. But I've got to tell you, after 33 years, it's maybe not the same as it used to be. Yeah.
So we could switch that up. We could pick different places for each person. Each person could pick.
Right.
And love it.
Well, thank you all tonight. It's been a bit of a short Mayor's Update. We will have a real again next week. And I haven't looked at the Christmas calendar, but I think we're mostly have Christmas and Boxing Day on the weekend this year. So we may not miss a Mayor's Update, but we'll talk about it. And I think you and I are starting to plan a very special one for February 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we won't tell everybody yet. As we get into January, we'll start saying what's happening on February 1st. Now the date may be a clue to some of you. So where will
awesome.
this update take place February 1st?
So many exciting things coming up.
Yep. All right. Thanks you all. Thanks for everybody for joining us, and thanks Tony for great questions tonight. And we'll see you all next week on Mayor's Update.
Catch you on the flip side, guys. Thanks again. Bye.